Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the road and the journey to becoming a barber. And there's pretty much two paths that you could take. You could take the barber apprenticeship route and be an apprentice at a barbershop, or you could take the barber school route and be a barber student. I did both of those, so I have a little bit of experience with both sides, and I'm here to share that with you today in hopes to help you make the right decision on, which journey to take to become a barber. So let's get into it. We'll start with the barber apprenticeship route. Around 2019, 2020, there was a guy who's looking for a receptionist, and I told him like, hey, I'll be a receptionist, but I also really want to learn how to like cut hair, how to fade, get my license, and become a barber, get a chair. He was like, okay, I'll provide you with everything that you need to get your license and, get a chair here. So I was like, okay, cool. So there's a lot of pros to going the apprenticeship route. One being, you probably have a chair part-time or full-time, and, you cut your friends, family, people that you meet in the area, and, you're getting your reps in, you're developing the muscle memory, which is essential, which is key, because when you are, in the beginning stages of your career, you want to get in as many reps as you can, cutting everybody, like all different textures, like you want to get into it. Another pro is all the other barbers that you're around, because if you're at a shop, you're at least around like 2 or 3 other barbers, and chances are you might have someone that's been cutting for like a couple years that's like hip to like all the new techniques, and then you might have like an OG barber that's been cutting for like 15, 20 years, and like he's sharp, he's been in the game for a minute. So you have like a variety of people that you can learn from, and like he might be really good at shape ups, and he's really good with his beard work, he's really good with shears, and like his fades are like flawless. So you want to learn from everybody that you're around in your downtime. You want to like just watch and just be a sponge, soak up as much information as you can, and then take like one thing from everybody and incorporate it into your own style. That's also like essential, like that's key. You want to learn from as many people as you can, especially in the beginning, because you don't really have your like routine down yet. So just learn from everybody, as many people as you can. Being in a shop, that's a little bit easier because you have people around you that have experience and are talented barbers. Another pro to being at a shop, if the location is like good, then you're probably around like other businesses and other shops, restaurants. Go in and like socialize with the owners and like get to know their clientele and their customers, and network. Introduce yourself, get friendly with them, and then have them come into you for a cut, especially like the employees, because the customers are coming in and seeing them, and then they could put the customers onto you, and then you get more repetition and you get more clients. So those are really good pros and things that you should do when you're a barber apprentice. I will say the one thing that I didn't like about my apprenticeship is that the owner that was at the shop, I pretty much learned from like a lot of the other people there, and I really wanted to learn from him because he's a really talented barber, and unfortunately I just felt like he was too busy to like give me everything that he said that he wanted to give me and wanted to provide me with. And I was like, I've been here for about like maybe like 5 or 6 months, and I feel like I'm not getting any closer to like getting my license, or getting the things that I need to get licensed. So I was like, okay, I appreciate my experience here, I'm grateful for this, but I take matters into my own hands for my future and to get what I want. So I hit up my friends that I knew were barbers, and it's like, hey, where do you go? They told me they went to the Premier Barber Institute, which is a really good barber school in Norristown, Pennsylvania. If you're in PA, definitely check it out. It's a really, really good school. There's a lot of pros to going to barber school. One being you get a textbook, and then you get a workbook and a study guide with a state board test. Being a barber school, they get into everything. They get into like sanitation, state laws, anatomy, and when you go to barber school, you learn about cosmetology services as well. So you can learn how to do long hair for the guys that have undercuts, but they have long hair on top. Now you could do both of that because barber school teaches you how to cut long hair too. And then you can learn about like perm rods, you can learn color and like facials, beard treatments. Like they really teach you a lot of stuff that you need. Another pro to going to barber school, especially like the one that I went to, they had people come in like financial advisors and like people that taught you how to do like your taxes. So that's really good too, because it wasn't only like just like textbook stuff. It was like really what you needed to like be a successful barber and like have your taxes done and like, you know, all that stuff. And how to manage your money, because it's fast money, but like you need to know how to manage it too. Another pro to go into barber school is you're in there and like you're cutting, but you're under supervision too. So like the clients come in and they sign a waiver, and that protects the school and that protects you as a student. In case if they were to like, you know, complain about being unhappy with the cut or like sue or anything crazy like that, like they signed a waiver, so it's like they knew what they were getting into going to a barber school, getting cut by a barber student. You know, it's just an extra layer of protection for you, for the school, for the client too. And then, you know, when you're in school, it's like if you're nervous, you could ask like one of the teachers to come over and to like guide you through the cut, or if like you just need someone to stand there for support, like they could do that. Because like I was definitely the type, like, could you like, you know, just be there when I like use a straight razor? Like I'm a little bit nervous because I was very nervous about the straight razor. Anyways, you know, they will like stand next to you, okay, you know, because it's like they're getting paid to do that, and they're like passionate barbers that like want you to do well and want you to learn and want you to be successful. So that's another great pro to go into barber school. And then another pro is after a certain amount of hours you take exams, and they treat those exams like you're treated for the state board test. So like you do certain services, your times, and then they ask you about the steps you took and why you took those steps. So that's also really, really good pro to go into barber school. It prepares you for the state board test, and you know, you're prepared, you're ready. By the time you're there, you're like, you know what, I already took like 3 of those exams in school. Like I'm pretty well prepared. I know how to pack my bag. I know what they're looking for, because they prepare you with all that stuff. I ended up graduating from the barber school, and then I got into the shop that I wanted to, because, you know, I had a really good experience. Out of those 2 routes, barber school is definitely my favorite, just because I learned so much, and like it really kind of helped with like my anxiety about like taking clients and like doing things like the right way, and like meeting my standards and the standards and like the expectations of the clients. I loved barber school. I had a great time. I feel like it made me the barber that I am today, but apprenticeship route is really, really good too. You just want to make sure that the owner is in communication with the state board, doing like the hours, filling out the forms, making sure that you're getting what you need out of the shop to become an apprentice. If you have any questions, you can write it in the comments. That's all I have today. And if you like the video, then comment a barber poll, and I'll see you guys next time.